team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the sophomore QB with an inaccurate throw threw it behind his man. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And the returner is brought down. First down here for this offense. They'll run it to the right side. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he finds the running back in the flat. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Can he get there on the ground? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Get some space around the 30. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Jet sweep here. Can the receiver get the edge? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
And the Seminoles look to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Back out there on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And on the carry, he's heading left. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Tar Heels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. The secondary backed up off the ball now. The sure hands. It's Green. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. And the runner takes off to his right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well we defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Green. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's first and goal.
And the Tar Heels trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Brown.
Returner is brought in at the 18, and the Florida State Seminoles will take over first and 10.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down play coming up. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Trying to find some room. It's Lucas. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 20, crosses the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That's caught. It's Lucas. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Noles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Stop made at the 45, but enough for a 1st down.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to chuck it again. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball caught inside the 10. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. They'll run the option. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Brings up second and goal.
This will be a challenge now. Second and goal, back at the 13. There's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Got space, looking to score. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to begin the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back has it on a screen now. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Bringing it back, it's Lucas. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. And they improve upon that here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's inside the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. First and goal right there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down and goal, upcoming. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Touchdown, Knowles. And they will claim the second half lead.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Fights off a defender.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down after that previous play. And now the handoff. And the Tar Heels keep the football on the move.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
This will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? That run moves the ball across the 35.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down here. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Oh, he can't hold on. A first down screen is incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Completion makes it second down. Looking for some space. It's Davis. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Seminoles are going to keep this drive rolling. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He's going to hand this off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on third down. Now to set up a pivotal fourth down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
Well, the offense failed earlier in a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Now, he didn't make it. He's going to be tackled short of the marker. A huge stop by this defense. On fourth down, they get the football back here in this tight game.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense really clicking here. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just missed his intended receiver on that third and short. The offense is now going to have to settle for 3 points here in such a close game in the fourth quarter.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. He missed it. Field goal, no good. A missed chance to tie this game, still down by 3.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down play coming up for this offense. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he pulls in the catch. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. And the wideout goes in motion. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And tackled after a small pickup there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. The Noles will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Not able to connect, incomplete. second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. This time, a completion. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down play coming up. Back to throw again. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Consecutive losses. He did a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Tar Heels have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? Looking to make a play deep downfield. Pass ball is incomplete, but there was heavy contact, and here comes the penalty flag. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15, and it's a fresh set of downs. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. First down, looking to throw the football. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up 2nd down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Diaz. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wide out. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
And he'll drop back here on third down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And it's picked off in the end zone. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.